As women of Kenya, we are greatly concerned and stand with our fellow mothers who are grieving as a result of the necessary loss of lives, injuries, and loss of properties. We empathize with the families and pray for God's comfort. This is the spirit in which we issue this statement. We begin this statement by reminding Kenyans that God has given us a very beautiful country. Thank you, the press. Thank you, Sarah. This is a call for peace and sobriety by the women of Kenya. The last couple of weeks, we have been very sad. There have been very sad weeks for Kenyans and even sad for the women of Kenya. The world has watched it now, and we dare say in disappointment as Kenya bleeds from actions of unrest and lawlessness by sections of our citizenry. This has put the country in limbo and threatened to paralyze our already fragile economy. Such does not augur well for us as a nation. It poses serious threats to our children and to future of generations. As women of Kenya, we are greatly concerned and stand with our fellow mothers who are grieving as a result of the necessary loss of lives, injuries, and loss of properties. We empathize with the families and pray for God's comfort. This is the spirit in which we issue this statement. We begin this statement by reminding Kenyans that God has given us a very beautiful country, one that is admired and respected by many people all over the world. Kenya is home to some of the best human resources, great wildlife, amazing road infrastructure, and excellent technological inventions, including the world-class M-Pesa, among others. In short, we have made huge advancements at all fronts. The sort of wild behavior by some sections of our people, which we have witnessed recently, and that has resulted in loss of lives and destruction of properties, cannot be condoned. Equally disturbing is the unacceptable use of force by some sections of the law enforcement agencies in their bid to quell the unrest. As a result, Kenyans are in pain and they are afraid. Admittedly, cost of living is high. Majority of Kenyans can barely afford necessities, including food, medical services, fuel, and other needs. As a result, Kenyans are hungry and angry. We appeal for calmness and patience. After all, we are people of faith. In time, things will get better. As women of Kenya, we wish to bring to the attention of all Kenyans that as a constitutional democracy, Kenya is a country that's governed by the rule of law. Therefore, everybody is expected to play by these rules. It is important that Kenyans give space for dialogue so that we can build our economy and the nation together. While we appreciate that all Kenyans have a right to picket, demonstrate, and assemble, we always remember that our constitutions provide that such actions should be carried out peaceably and that participants should be unarmed. In other words, the Constitution calls for personal responsibility and the need to safeguard the rights of other people around us. As it is now, the ongoing arrests and disturbing daily lives, including those of school-going children, businesses, and offices closing, resulting to the loss of billions of shillings badly required to revamp our economy. The women of Kenya urge for calmness, dialogue, and sobriety from all. Finally, we stand in full support of the Constitution, which expressly places the highest responsibility of protecting human rights and fundamental freedoms of the rule of law on the sitting president. We therefore appeal to His Excellency, the President Honorable William Samoei Ruto, to protect the lives of Kenyans and their properties in line with the Constitution which he sought to defend. As women of Kenya, we commit to continue praying for peace and the prosperity of our nation and our people. We identify with all those who are affected by the crisis. Indeed, we pray the words of our national anthem to apply, which is Kenya Istahili Heshima. Thank you, members of the press. That is our statement signed by me on behalf of all the women of this country. Thank you. No, thank you.